Agricultural exports showed growth in every quarter of 2025, with the fourth quarter registering $3.4 billion worth of exports, up 7% on the same period in 2024. Higher volume uptake of various product exports as well as improved commodity prices were said to have supported the increase in the value of agricultural products exported. AgBiz's chief economist Wandile Sihlobo explains.
The key catalyst behind that are the large volumes that we had. Our fruit production was reasonably up, grains and oilseeds, sugarcane, and even in the wine industry, we saw better output in 2025. So this better output combined, of course, with the better efficiencies at the ports. And yes, I know that the Port of Cape Town had its difficulties at the end of 2025. But if you look at what happened in other ports throughout the year, I think that those efficiencies through the collaboration of the government and the private sector and Transnet, they've added to the efficiencies that we have enjoyed.
Despite serious headwinds for the agricultural sector during 2025, stemming from aggressive trading policies, Sihlobo says it remained resilient, pointing to the sector's diversity in terms of the markets it serves.
About half of our exports still go to the African continent. And in the African continent, we are largely within the Southern Africa region. Beyond the African continent, we have Asia and the Middle East collectively, second largest market, around 17% or so of our products go to that region. And of course, you have the EU being the third most important market that absorbs a number of South African products. And of course, the US, which is part of the Americas, is also as important. And for last year, although the Liberation Day tariffs were a bit of a challenge, in the first and the second quarter of the year, we did well. In the second quarter, benefited from that 90-day pause that was there in the US. And of course, it is only in the third and the fourth quarter where we began to see the impact of those tariffs in the US.
Sihlobo says while the US tariffs did bite in terms of raising prices for the US end consumer market, which had the potential to reduce demand for the country's produce, he notes that the decline in South African agricultural exports to the United States for the year was only around 3%. Nampumelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.